Hi, I'm David Kessler. You may know me as a grief specialist or as the founder of grief.com. Or you may know one of the books I've written, such as On Grief and Grieving, that I wrote with the legendary Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, where we adapted her stages of dying for the stages of grief. Or I wrote You Can Heal Your Heart with the wonderful Louise Hay about finding peace after a breakup, divorce, or a loved one's death. I'm so excited to be coming to Australia in October. I'm going to be in Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, Brisbane, and Perth. And I'm going to be teaching new tools and new techniques to help people who are experiencing grief from all kinds of losses. There's so much new information out there and new techniques, such as strength-based counseling, that I can't wait to share. Now, many of you know, of course, my model is the 5-stage model. But it's not the only model, so I'm going to be teaching many different models, including some of the newer ones, such as Option B and resiliency-based models. Now, you may be thinking, this workshop is not for you, this seminar is not for you. But I want you to consider a story I hear all the time. I hear from someone, I'm not a grief counselor, but the client that I was working with suddenly had a loss in their life. Maybe there was a death by addiction, or a death by suicide, or a sudden death from an illness, or even a long-term illness. And all of a sudden, my client expected me to know so much about grief, and I wasn't taught a lot in school about it. So I want to help you in this day feel prepared when something horrible happens to your client, because they want to stay with you and you want to be able to help those that come to you for other things when they experience grief in their life. And I can help you feel very comfortable in helping them. And the other reality is loss comes to us also. How are we as professionals dealing with our own losses? And when do we share with a client, self-disclose? When is it good to do that, and when is it not good? And I'll teach you ways to help those you work with process the pain and lessen the suffering and find a way to do that while honoring their loved one. This class is perfect for anyone who's in the mental health field or the medical profession, or you deal with addiction, or really any profession that encounters losses. So I'm going to be in Brisbane, October 8th, Melbourne on the 10th, Perth on the 12th, Adelaide on the 15th, and Sydney on the 17th. I really hope you can join me in one of these cities. And if you're not in one of those cities, but you can make the drive in, it's going to be a really worthwhile day, filled of lots of new information that's going to help you with your clients and in your life. Thanks. Check out the link for more information.